Alright, we are off. The beginning of a trip. About a 6.5 hour ride. The luggage seems to be holding up pretty great. It's not too hot when you get going on the bike, so that's good. But it is going to get real hot later this afternoon. My check-in at Lubbock is at 3 o'clock. So we'll try to make it there around then. And let's enjoy the ride. What I can notice with this weight on the bike, it changes slowing down and stopping by a significant amount. I mean, I can feel the weight just pushing forward when I stop. But other than that, I feel like the weight I have is evenly distributed. I threw the stock pipes on, which has the right side. It probably adds like another 25 pounds. So when I let go, the bike wants to lean because of the stock pipes, but I just couldn't handle the sound of those GP shorties on my bike for this long trip. There's no way. Man, look at the windmill. Hey! Classic joke. Classic joke. Alright, I'm not 100% sure what town I'm in, but I'm getting hungry. I might pull over and find me a nice spot to grab a bite. Cisco, that's where I'm at. I was gonna stop somewhere and grab a bite, but a lot of closed places here, so meeting a Cliff Bar. According to my map, I got about 3 hours and 15 minutes. 215 miles to go. 96 degrees with a high of 105, so that's fun. Getting hot, but the landscape is changing. I'm about it. Feel good. Chug me a big old Gatorade. And we got 2 hours and 50 minutes. I just spent 86 miles on a straightaway fighting crosswind, and it is 108 degrees and it feels that way. I can't charge my phone because my phone's overheating, the camera's overheating. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to film on the GoPro now because it's just having it on my helmet in the sun, it's too much for it. So this is rough. This is the rough part. All right, so change of plans. I didn't make it to Lubbock. It was just getting way too hot. It's like 110 degrees outside, and I was just, it was like riding in a hairdryer, basically. So I got everything in a hotel room. I'm in Snyder, Texas, and it's about an hour and a half south of Lubbock. So I'm gonna chill here for the night, get a good night's sleep. I'm not sure where I'm gonna make it tomorrow, but outside of Taos at a campground is the idea. So hopefully I'll get started in the morning. It's not gonna be as hot. Yeah, so see you tomorrow. All right, day 2, getting packed up on the bike. I got so hot yesterday, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of rethinking everything. That was just the heat getting to me. Should be a lot better after today. Cool off a bit at least. So, gonna make it into New Mexico. About a 6-hour ride to where I wanna go. Wanna play it by ear and see if we make it that far. So, let's hit the road and at least make it into New Mexico. Says 6 hours and 47 minutes, 412 miles, should be there by 2:30. But I'm going to have stops along the way, so I'm saying 3:30. 3:30 would probably be good. That's the plan. Made it to New Mexico and didn't even realize it. So hopefully when I start getting higher in elevation, temperature will cool down a little bit. But I feel some sense of accomplishment now, which is good. But we're back on the road. Hopefully not a ton of crosswind like the last 100 miles has been, but we'll see. Just leaving Fort Sumner, about halfway, 3 hours and 54 minutes, 2 hours and 54 minutes, 162 miles. Hopefully it starts cooling off up here. I know I keep talking about the weather, but that's the only thing that's giving me a hard time. So. I can see hills in the distance, that's good. I don't know if you call that a mountain, but coming from Texas, that's a mountain to me. The trees are starting to change. The weather's cooled down. Now I'm feeling stoked. getting chilly now. I don't know what temperature is, but it feels like high 60s maybe. You know, my first thought when I started riding up in these mountains after I lost cell service and all that, it seems like this is where bears would be, you know? And which is fine. I'm gonna be a little uneasy tonight if I hear, you know, twigs breaking around my tent, but it'll just be unfortunate for the bear because he's gonna have his hands full, you know? I'll keep him busy. It's just, you know, I don't want that to happen. That's the only reason I'm got it on the mind. Look at this stream. If I was a bear, I'd want to drink out of that stream, you know? All right, back to the tent site. Finished getting unpacked and find something to do when you have nothing to do. Should have brought a book or something, I guess. So, I'm finishing setting up here at the campground. And it was a good day today. It was the longest day, but it just, you know, the heat was half of it, and it's nice and cooled down now, but I got no cell service, no nothing, so it's a whole lot of chilling until I go to sleep, which isn't too bad, you know. Kind of wish I could call and talk to some people, but other than that, it's a pretty nice campground. The weather's dropped a lot up here in the mountains. You know, this trip has been really good so far. When I'm on a road riding, I don't really have an issue. But as soon as I stop and I'm alone, it kind of to get anxious, you know? I don't really know why that is. Maybe because I don't know how to, like, do nothing, I guess. I don't know. I hate to say it, but I think I'm gonna head home. I think I bit off a little more than I could chew on this trip, and it's gonna be harder to turn back the further I go. So I made it to Taos, New Mexico, which is really far from me, you know. But just being solo, you know, it's a lot more than I thought it would be. So I'm packing up the campsite now, and I think I'm gonna make the trek back.